How far does 1.248 million get you? Well, with the GWM Haval Jolion, it gets you this much. Not only is it larger for its class and price range, but it's also feature-packed. Let's time we check it out. First, let's get one thing out of the way. What's with the name? Well, it depends on who you ask. Apparently, the Chinese name is derived from what they call first love, which is definitely right in this case because this is catered towards first-time car buyers. Another thing that they're saying is that it means joyful little lion. That one is a bit more apt, probably because its styling is larger for its size. It may be classified as a subcompact SUV, but look at it. It's actually more like a compact SUV in terms of proportion. We're looking at the Haval Jolion Supreme model. This is their top-of-the-line internal combustion engine version of the Jolion. You get features such as LED headlights as standard, and even these unique and funky LED turn signal lights. 18-inch rims are standard, and again, look at this body size. It's just huge. We'll get to show you how the interior is later on, and you'll be equally impressed, I'm sure. 360 cameras are standard, as you can see here in the side view mirrors. And then you can see up here in the windshield is that mono camera right there, and this gives this version of the Haval certain advanced driver assist systems. Now towards the back, the Jolion has this horizontally designed look which gives it or emphasizes its width. The taillights are supposedly inspired by Halberd, which is fairly unique in its segment if you ask me. Now we're gonna step inside the car. Now inside, as you can see, the Jolion looks like it's an advanced high-tech SUV. And you can understand why, because of it's what they call the 3 triple display system. It's got this large infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a full digital gauge cluster, and get this, even a heads-up display. No other vehicle in its class would offer this kind of combination for this price tag. In terms of interior color, the Jolion Supreme would get this nice all-black interior with a contrasting stitch element. If you go up to the hybrid, the color variant changes, but this one, it's definitely sporty. Automatic climate control is standard, and it also has rear vents, very important for our heat. And if the weather is better enough, you get a panoramic sunroof with this nice mesh-like cover that lets a little bit of light in. Wireless charging is also standard right here if your device allows it, and it also has a rotary shift knob which gives that very European type flavor. The Jolion internal combustion engine version is powered by a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. In this case, it also has paddle shifters to its 7-speed DCT. Contributing to its high-tech feel, the Jolion makes away with all these little buttons. Instead, all the settings are primarily located here in the infotainment screen, as well as this touchscreen bar for the air conditioner. For the driver, you also get power adjustment seats, which allows you to have a very comfortable driving position. The steering adjusts for tilt, which also helps. Now, for less than 1.25 million pesos, this car is loaded with ADAS, or Advanced Driver Assist, as I mentioned earlier. Here you get things like lane keep assist, a forward collision warning, and even blind spot indicators with a rear cross traffic alert. This makes this vehicle one of the safest available in its class. And if you're worried about parking, no worries, because this car has a 360 panoramic camera as well. Now that we've talked about all the features that you can find here at front, we'll talk about something that people don't usually discuss, the back seat. Now this is probably the biggest surprise, literally, for the Jolion. The driver's seat is in my preferred position, and just take a look at all this knee room right here. For added comfort, I mentioned that there are things like the rear aircon vents, and to keep devices charged, there are these USB ports as well. Additional comfort is provided by a drop-down center armrest, which also has cup holders. Now that we've established that the Jolion has all this space for occupants, let's see how much luggage it can take at the back. Pardon the mess, but you can just see how much trunk space the Jolion does have. This is space for like 4 individuals. Even like a couple of roller luggage would fit in here, no problem. In case you need more space, the rear seats even drop down, creating a true fold-flat interior. The Haval Jolion is definitely one feature-packed SUV for its price. And if you still find it a bit too expensive, don't worry, because there are other lesser variants available in the lineup. If you're willing to spend a bit more, they even have a dedicated hybrid. Regardless, you can check out it for yourself at GWM.com.ph.